like look at the TV the whole time, and that's totally fine too. So like whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
While they talk.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah. Thank you so much for making time to be here. I always ask everybody the same question when they come on. Do you remember your first set and how did it go?
yeah. Okay. So I guess this counts. It was whenever I was in college
Mhm.
and there was a competition. And so this was like in Oklahoma, and I was like,
Oh.
okay, I'll try it out.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything. So I basically just tell a funny story about my mom.
Okay.
And they were like laughing, but I feel like they were fake laughing because I didn't make it onto the show for the competition.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I don't know what I'm doing. And then I think I tried like 3 more times at an Oklahoma bar. And then I basically stopped for 6 years. And then I started and I haven't looked back since.
Wow. So how long
Yeah.
have you been doing it?
See, I don't count that Oklahoma
Yeah.
stuff because I literally didn't know what I was doing. So I
But
would
since
say,
you like kind of locked into it, like
yeah, that
when-
was almost 4 years now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's been so fun.
Yeah, you're very funny.
Oh, thank you, Kait.
Did you always know like you wanted to do comedy, or was it something that you just like tried in college and then ended up liking? Or
Yeah, I really felt like, well, I was always like funny in the classroom,
okay.
and I even got that senior superlative. That word is hard to say.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the class clown. Shut up, Phil. But yeah, I got that. So I was like, okay, I know I'm funny, but I was like, but it's such a different thing to be funny socially versus
Yeah.
being funny on the stage.
Right.
And then obviously when we all try it, it's like so difficult at first, unless you're like a natural,
Yeah.
or a big natural.
Ah.
But yeah. So that, so did I always know? I felt like I really wasn't good at anything else because like I wasn't good at sports. I even tried debate class. I was terrible at that. I tried theater. I was terrible at that. I was terrible at like all these things, and I was just
Yeah.
like, okay, I do always seem to make people laugh. So I was like, maybe I should try this comedy thing.
Nice.
But I knew it'd be hard because I tried in Oklahoma and it was hard.
Yeah.
So
It is hard, I feel like, and it takes a while to kind of figure out maybe your style and everything. But I think you're so funny. Did you always have like this kind of stage presence that you currently have, or is it something that like you kind of like figured out later? Or because I just think you seem very confident, and also, but like you kind of like seem a little shy, but you like play into that, and I love it. I think it's so good. And your writing is so good.
oh, thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're being so kind. Phil, get out of here. This is Kait and I time. You know what I'm saying? No, I guess it's a question of like, yeah, finding your voice. And
Yeah.
they say, what do they say? Like, it takes 10 years to like properly
I've
do
heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like I'm going through like constant phases of it.
Yeah.
To where like, it's going to sound weird, but yeah, sometimes like I am a little shy on stage and it works. And then there's times where I'm a little bit more like screamy and it
Oh,
works. And it's like the craziest thing. And it's like, I guess it really what matters is just doing what's organic to you in the moment at the time.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because otherwise I don't know what else to do, and I don't want to lock myself into that. There was
Yeah.
because I started comedy in Tyler, Texas, and so the guy who kind of like was in charge of the club,
Mhm.
I killed whenever I was doing this like kind of nervous like energy thing, and he
Oh.
was like, Sarah, he's like, you got to stick to that. That worked so well.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I'm like, obviously very flattered, but I was like, I can't. I don't
Yeah.
want to only do that. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be insane.
Yeah, I get that, because you want to like be able to just be who you are, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're like locked into one thing, then I feel like that could be like limiting. So I get that. And I'm like always, I feel like I'm always different. I don't have a voice. So I just kind of rely on like the jokes, and I'm like, I hope this lands. And I do love it. So what would you, where is Tyler actually? I should know that.
It's East Texas.
East Texas? Okay.
Yeah, really, I lived in Lindale, which is Miranda Lambert's hometown, but Tyler's
Oh.
like the big city that everybody knows. No one knows Lindale. Everyone seems to know Tyler, so I just say Tyler now. I'm just so
Yeah.
tired of it.
I might have been there actually. I'm trying to think. I think I might have gone to like visit a friend who was visiting for a wedding.
It's
Like,
a nice
yeah.
area.
Do they have like really big trees?
Yes.
Okay, I think I
they're
was
known
there
for
once.
the piney trees.
Yeah. We went there to see a friend a long time ago, and it rained. We didn't check the weather or anything. It started raining and flooding, and my car, like I'm surprised we didn't get taken off the road, because like the water was like almost up to the windows, and it was like really scary. And then like the whole town like shut down. because of like the rain and the storm. So like the hotel we were staying at didn't have electricity, and we went to like 3 different restaurants that were still open, and one by one they all shut down while we were waiting for our food.
What the heck? Do you happen to remember what year this was?
This was probably
1942.
Yeah, I'm old
There
as
was no
fuck.
electricity and there was no AC.
It was probably like 6 years ago, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
feel like that stuff happens all the time there just because the
Yeah.
infrastructure isn't like ready.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Ugh,
And then when we
yeah.
left, like everything was still closed. So it was like, oh my God. We did end up getting one meal. I think it was like a chain. I can't remember the name, but I thought it was pretty. I liked the trees. The trees are like really tall. And I'm from northern Maine originally. So like the
cool.
trees like reminded me of like where I was from. So how long have you lived in Texas?
I think, yeah, my whole family moved here in 01. Around,
wow.
Yeah, it was like around
Okay.
9/11. I remember that. Yeah.
Wow. So
So
long
yeah,
time.
we didn't have anything to do with
Yeah.
9/11. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
We were in Texas. So just, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Are you, what's your religion?
I'm very Christian.
You are? Okay. That's
yeah.
what I thought. I
Yeah,
remember you said that once.
non-denominational.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And is it true that you're a virgin?
I am. I'm a virgin.
Wow.
Ain't nobody touched this.
I love that. No, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's you know, I always like to say it's not like it's not like I've had to fight off opportunities or anything.
Really? Not even, you don't have any chuckle fuckers?
No, yeah. Yeah, like there's a bunch of like weird guys in the DMs that
bet.
but I think they're in any girl's DMs.
They are.
I just don't feel personally flattered by it because I'm like, what they're saying is not even personal to me. It's just like, you need someone to love
Oh God.
and you need help.
Oh my God.
So it's like, I just don't, yeah.
They're trying to save you.
Yeah, it's like there's different, there's degrees of male attention and
Yeah.
some just don't feel that great.
I know. Some are,
Yeah.
it's so easy to read what like they're actually saying sometimes. Like you can see where they're actually trying to go, even with like a compliment sometimes.
I'm afraid of what your DMs look like.
They're crazy sometimes.
Oh, God.
But sometimes they're, I don't know, it just depends. I think it depends on what I post. Sometimes I post things that make people mad. And then sometimes I post thirst traps and that makes them happy. So I don't know.
They're like,
Yeah, it just depends on like what I recently posted or like what they found me from. But right now, like I had Phil on last week and we did this like thing where he was trying to give advice to men and then I kept interrupting him, but it was kind of a bit where like his thing would only work if I was interrupting him, so I kept doing it. And so many men got mad like at me and they were like, oh, like this girl, like somebody needs to punch her in the jaw. And I was just like, oh my God.
not
like,
a bad idea.
yeah, I was like, damn, like this is the most hate I've ever gotten, but like the clip did good, so I was like, I guess that's good, but like I don't know, like that's definitely like the worst it's ever been. Like I think men hate being interrupted, it seems, so
Yeah, they don't like it.
they don't like that.
I will admit though, I don't like it either.
Yeah,
It's
and
not fun
neither
to be
do I,
interrupted.
but I
Yeah.
love doing it.
The bit, that's fun.
Yeah. Well, I have ADHD too, so sometimes I actually do interrupt people, and if I don't know them that well, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." But then if like they know me, I just do it, and I don't even notice I'm doing it. So it is something I should work on. But so back to your dating life. Do you have like a specific type that you notice you are usually into, or is it like how is like that? Like, are you into guys with dark hair? Do you don't really care about like what they look like? You care more about personality?
Like, obviously, you know, we all have eyes.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be attracted to what we're going to be attracted to.
Yeah.
But for sure, like, there's been so many, if you lined up all the guys together that I've liked,
Mhm.
a lot of them look very different.
Oh, okay.
But for the most part, like the guy I have a crush on right now who
Mhm.
didn't respond back to my DMs. Hate him. He's like skinny, glasses, kind of like mine, dark curly hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find him so cute. But then there's been other guys that, you know, might look a little different. There was one guy I liked. He was pretty big. He was pretty chunky. And he had this like, looked like he was from Mississippi, like kind of a red, like very red skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was something about him that was so charming that
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I give him that trail of tears and yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't really. I went on my first date actually.
Oh,
It was last year,
okay.
and that was I just I freaked out at the end,
Really?
because he was saying goodbye to me, and
Yeah.
he just kept hugging me
Oh.
and, like, kissing my cheeks,
Oh, no.
and I'm just I know that it's normal, everybody else touches and kisses
But
and
that's a first date.
it was a big deal for me, and so then I was like, "Okay, okay," and I leave, I go inside my apartment, I call my sister, and I just start crying. So I
Whoa.
just, like, didn't it was, like, really hard for me.
Yeah, that is
Um
hard. And I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I've ever really been on a like date like before I've dated somebody because I've kind of only dated friends in hindsight.
Wait, that's cool though.
Yeah, like I don't know, like just I also was like with somebody for like a long, long time, like
Mm.
after high school. So like I just never really dated. But I don't think I would want to kiss either on the first date. Like,
Mm.
I don't, because I feel like you don't know the person that well. And so I don't think you're wrong for not wanting to kiss, like, or hug or anything. Like, I think that's normal. Like, I wouldn't want to either.
Yeah. Okay,
Cause,
thank you.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel validated. I just and I
yeah,
even I told him after the fact because he was just like, "Can't stop thinking about you. I'd love to go on another date." And I just
yeah.
but the vibes were off. I did
Really?
not feel like I didn't want to see him again.
Yeah, you got to
Um
trust your gut.
Yeah, and that's what I felt. I
Hmm.
really felt like deep down I know that this isn't going to work. And so I didn't want to stray him along or string him along.
Yeah.
That felt wrong. So and I told him I was like I did feel like you crossed my physical boundaries for a first date and all this
Yeah.
stuff. He's like, "What? I didn't even do nothing, man." And was, and I was like I didn't feel comfortable. I cried. So I was very honest with him.
Good.
And
Yeah.
because I have heard though, because I've told other friends about this, and they're like, "Well, what if he didn't touch you at all? You would have been like, is there something wrong with you?" Like, each girl wants a different thing. How can he read your mind? I was like, for sure, that's
Yeah.
valid. But all I know is what I felt.
Yeah, and I think that that is I mean, I don't know what women in general would say for that, but for me personally, like I don't think that's weird at all to like not want to
Mhm.
touch somebody that you just met like and have only had one date with. Like I think that's
Yeah.
like honestly very normal, but I don't know, like yeah, I also don't have like a lot of dating experience, so I don't really know, but do you like avoid comics or would you date a comic?
Oh yeah, okay. Because it's so funny that you bring that up because I
Yeah.
just watched that Ralphie May Comedy Store workshop video.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
I haven't, but people tell me to watch it, and I haven't,
And
so I
I
will.
delayed as well. But then
Yeah.
once I finally watched, I was like, okay, I see. And I don't think everything in that video is for everybody, but
Yeah.
there's certainly nuggets for everybody.
Yeah.
And so he was like, don't date a comic. And so then what he said was, because if you make it, then they'll always say, "Oh, you were with that guy, you dated that guy," and all this stuff.
Oh.
And but in my mind, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was that big of a deal. If he has all the qualities that I'm looking for
Mhm.
and he just happens to be a comic, then I found a golden goose because that's the thing. I'm not so picky with the superficial things, but I'm looking for another Christian and all
Yeah.
those things. I don't want a guy who's tied to the bottle, tied to the drugs.
Yeah.
Very rare to find.
It
And
is, yeah.
yeah, so if I happen to find him and he's a comic and then that works. And then
Mhm.
what I also heard was that girl comics typically do end up with guy comics because they're not threatened by her being funny versus a
Yeah.
lot of guys in regular life are threatened by that.
That's so true.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't like it.
They don't. And it's funny because it's so different for men because you'll see a funny male comic and like maybe they're not very cute, but then they're with like a really hot girl. And I don't know. I think women like value when guys are funny, it seems. I don't know. Maybe not all women, obviously, but I do feel like look at Pete Davidson. Like his history
I
of who
looked
he's
and
dated.
that's why I'm wearing glasses now.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I looked too much. It
Yeah.
wasn't yeah. No, don't you think it's a classic example of you'll see a guy go up on a show and he's got all this confidence. He may not even be good looking, but
Mhm.
he's so hot because he's killing on stage.
Yeah.
A girl does the same thing. The guys don't care.
That's so true.
Yeah.
But I Actually, on my set last night, it was like a crowd of all couples, and I
Hmm.
did feel like a lot of the guys were laughing, and I noticed like there weren't a ton of people in the room anyway, so I could really like see everybody. And I would like notice like some of the girls like when if the guys were laughing, they would like look at him and be like, "Why are you laughing at her jokes?" kind of thing, or like they didn't seem happy. And then at one point, I was like, don't worry, like maybe you think this is intimidating that I'm like standing up here with a microphone, but I assure you, like this is like the least attractive thing that a woman could do for men. Like they're not attracted to that typically, you know?
That's
Like
such good like awareness of like what to say in the moment and reading the
thanks.
crowd. That was great.
I
Did
I
you
don't know what I'm
feel
doing.
like was there like laughter whenever you said that?
They did laugh at that.
That's
And I
so
felt like that
good.
did maybe ease the vibe a little, but also like they weren't laughing a ton, but it was like they kind of smiled. And it was just kind of a weird crowd. And there were some really, really funny comics that went up before me. And the crowd wasn't giving them much. And sometimes that's like intimidating because it's like, fuck, that guy's way funnier than me. And he just like, they didn't laugh at his shit. So I'm like, all right, we'll see how this goes. But they were okay. They were smiling most of the time and like chuckling, but not loud. And I was like, come on, guys. I'm telling you the most embarrassing shit right now. And like, now I just look like an idiot. But it was, I still had a lot of fun. And, but yeah, I do notice that a lot. But that's like the first time I've ever said anything about it. Cause I'm like, I don't know, the couples sometimes I'm like, don't worry. Like, and I always am like, I'll tell jokes about my boyfriend, like Phil or whatever, like, so they know I have a boyfriend too. But I'm like,
But
I
the
don't know.
fact that you even feel like you have to do that,
I know.
it's just you're just playing to like you're trying to protect their insecurities. Like,
Yeah, because I do feel bad. I'm like, I want everyone to have fun, and I don't want to like cause an argument later.
oh, oh,
But also, like, do you ever look at your demographics on like Instagram? Like, do you ever look at like, can you? I looked at it the other day to see like who follows me, like gender wise, and I think I have like 98% male followers.
what the heck?
So
That's crazy.
I would like to tap into the female like market a little bit, but I don't know how.
Do you think, okay, I guess it is what you were just describing. I guess women don't like you maybe because you're attractive
I don't know.
and they're like, get
May-
her off the sit. Because I'm
Yeah.
going to be very honest.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ugly or anything. I really don't. But I'm not like hot, like showing everything,
Yeah.
like doing the sexy thing. I'm not doing that. Women like it. They
Yeah.
like the fact that like I'm covered up. They like that
Yeah.
I'm awkward and nerdy.
And that could be like if I covered up more, maybe it would be easier.
If you want to go shopping with me one time,
Yeah.
we could clean up at a Cato.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait, what is
You
that?
guys should
That's a plus size old woman
Oh,
store.
ah.
It's usually near Walmart.
Oh, really? I've never been.
you
Let's
guys
go.
should do makeovers for each other.
We swap.
That is so
Yeah.
funny.
That would be
Yeah.
really funny. And
You
then
think
see,
you can get rid of my mustache?
you don't have a mustache.
I was joking. Honestly, I really don't.
You're
yeah.
blonde.
Yeah. Wait, no, this is fake, right?
Your hair's fake?
It's
really?
fake.
It looks real.
It's a wig. No,
Ah.
no, I do sun in.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's natural. And you
What about yours? Is yours natural?
no. Well, some of it. It gets a little lighter in the summertime, but it's pretty much like a dark blonde at this point. But when I was a kid, it was like really, really blonde.
We should tell everyone we're like identical twins, and I'm
Yeah.
just like the nerdy one, and you're the sexy one.
Yeah. Well, your sister's beautiful too. I think
You
you're
met my
both beautiful.
sister.
And
Oh,
I could
thank
tell
you,
you guys
yeah.
were sisters like right away.
Isn't she gorgeous?
She's yeah. And you have like you look very similar, but she has dark hair and then you have light hair.
yeah, and she's pretty, like just in like such a like she's just so sweet and
Yeah.
pure and just. I love her. She's my best friend.
I love
Yeah,
that.
she just moved to Austin.
Oh, she did? Nice.
Yeah, it was she finally did. She said she would never do it and she finally did, and now we go like every Tuesday we go to the movie theater and like
Aw.
watch the half price movies. We go shopping
Yeah.
together. Yeah, she's amazing and
I
she's
love
so
it.
supportive of my comedy.
Aw.
She'll come to shows and watch me and all that. Like
You guys look similar age. Like, how are you the youngest or the oldest?
I'm the youngest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, they look very like it can't be a big gap. How big's your gap?
It's not a big gap, but yeah,
Okay.
it's so funny because people sometimes think I'm older than her. So I'm 29 and she is 32. She's about
Oh,
to turn
okay.
33.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. So yeah, not very many years in between. My sister and I are like that too. We're like 3.5 years apart. I'm the younger
And
one.
you were saying she has
Dark hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like so similar like dynamic. And so
Yeah.
you only have one sibling? Or
No,
you have more?
I have a brother.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get him to move to Austin too.
Older or younger?
He's also older.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you're the baby.
I'm the baby.
Statistically, that's pretty common for comedians to be the
Are
youngest.
you the baby?
Yep.
Okay, little
So,
baby.
and he's also the baby.
Yeah, big shock. You baby. You literal baby. Oh.
Hey, can you
Wait,
do
that's
your
funny.
can you do your horse noise?
Oh, heck yeah. Wait, what? I feel like you're about to do something after I do it.
No, I just wanted you to do it.
Okay, you want me to do it right
Yeah.
now? Okay.
That's
well,
good.
that's so cool.
Did you
Shut
grow
up! I knew you were gonna do that. I was like, wait. Oh, that's so cool. Like, you asked me to do it.
No, it's good. Did
Thank
you grow
you.
up with horses?
I did go to horse camp a little bit, but like,
Okay.
shut up. You're the worst. And then I lived in a place that had a stable in the neighborhood. And so,
okay.
you know, we'd go on like walks as families as a family and stuff, and like we'd always pass them. But no, it's not like I wasn't around them too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've never been around them really at all. So
When did you where did the horse noise? When did it become a thing?
Okay, so I remember
yeah, where did it start?
It's so stupid. I just remember like, okay, I was living at home with my family, and I remember just like looking like in the mirror and kind of like trying like this, and I'm like kind of like realizing like, oh, I'm kind of making a noise that's like, and I keep on like trying it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
huh. And after a while, I was like, dude, I can sound like a freaking horse. So I started just doing it like with my friends and like at work and stuff, and like freaking people out. And then whenever I first tried comedy, that was the thing I did at the end of my first set.
Oh,
And
cool.
everybody was just like freaking out. And I was like, okay, I'm onto something here. I'm like,
love
people
it.
like this.
It crushes.
Yeah, it really, like anytime if I'm not doing well, which is a lot, if I bring out that horse noise, it brings a mood up.
That's cool.
Since you've done it on Kill Tony, do you get like a lot of people, like random people asking you to do it?
Yeah, usually if it's just like, you know, out in the streets, I'm just like, nah,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna do it. That's kind of like awkward.
Do you get recognized a lot?
In Austin.
Okay.
In Austin, I do more than I would have assumed. It's not like all the time, but I'm just saying like more than I would have thought.
That's cool.
But yeah, otherwise, like I do remember I had just gotten on the first time, and then my family and we took a cruise to Hawaii, and there was a girl on the ship that was like, "Hey, you were just on Kill Tony," and then there was an employee like serving food, and he's like, "You were on," and I was shocked. I was like,
Yeah.
"This is crazy."
That is
So yeah,
cool.
getting recognized is weird.
But they get so like I feel like Kill Tony gets so many views, so it makes sense like that you would be recognized from it because doesn't every episode get like 3 million views or something?
Oh, it's so much.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I love it.
And some people, they just listen to it too. So
Wow.
it's like there's more on top of whatever you see on YouTube. It's
Oh, I never think of that.
crazy.
Yeah, because I love watching it just to like.
I seriously,
see it,
I
but-
cannot wait till you get on. I'm like
Really?
so excited to watch you.
Oh, I hope I get on one day.
Phil killed so hard. I remember whenever he got on, I think I was like just like starting my job.
Yeah.
And it was a week where Tony was like, just shadow, just watch, don't do anything.
Yeah.
And Phil got on that week, I'm pretty sure. Sorry if I'm
Okay,
wrong on
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I remember you telling me you watched it from the balcony, and you were
That
the
was
only
it.
person. You were the first person I talked to because it hadn't come out yet. I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
in that weird like 2-week period where you're just waiting for it to come out.
Yeah.
So after you told me like, no, dude, you killed, dude. I saw it from the balcony. I was like, I feel a lot better now. I remember
Oh
that.
yeah. No, sometimes you need
Yeah.
that because like it's such a like the lights are so intense. You like the anxiety and everything. You feel like it almost didn't happen once you walk out,
bet.
you know, back to Shakespeare's or whatever. So sometimes you need that person just like, hey, you did really well. Like
Yeah.
because like you probably know you did, but you also just it's nice to hear it from someone.
Yeah.
Also-
it's so good to hear.
Sorry to interrupt, but doing it feels nothing how it looks. Like while you could, I've watched like so many episodes.
really?
Like once you actually walk out, the band is way closer to you than you realize, but they're also like not there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's very disorienting. Like Tony's right, like 4 feet to your left. Whoever the guest is directly next to you. They make it look like a lot wider the way it's shot. Then when you walk out, you're in a very tight space. I just remember it being like, this feels way weirder than like what you would anticipate having watched it.
And
Yeah.
it's every time people tell me, oh, it's way tinier than I thought it'd be. And the thing is, I think that's the case for most things on camera, because I remember whenever I went to New York one time, I got to see the Jimmy Fallon and then the Seth Meyers show.
Oh, cool.
Same thing. It's so much smaller in person.
Wow.
It looks huge on camera. So there's just something about, I guess, the way the cameras work and everything.
Yeah, I get that because I feel the same. Like when I go watch a show, I'm like, it looks so much bigger like on TV, I guess. But I love
Yeah.
it, and it like kind of. Did you ever play video games?
A little bit, but not much.
Do you ever play Skyrim?
No, I've never heard of that.
It's like I don't even know. It's like a story game, but there's like these things that you have to like unlock, like puzzles, and it kind of reminds me of like the mothership, like the arch, and like all the like little things. Every time I go there, I'm like, it looks like Skyrim, but I love it, and it's like a
Doesn't
cool
it feel like a
place.
magical place?
It's very magical. It's so clean and like
Yes.
beautiful, like the renovations, because I've lived here for a long time. So I went when it was Alamo, and it was nice then too, but they definitely like made it really pretty, like and like redid
yeah.
it, and like the bathrooms are nice, like everything is super nice. So
Was it similar before? Like
yeah, like
okay.
it was similar but not as like updated. I feel like they really like updated it a lot, and just like I don't know, like I think they probably changed the floors and stuff, but it just looks so pretty. So
Yeah, whatever
and
they
it
did.
feels really safe there. Like you know that like if you're there, you don't really have to worry about anything. I feel like that at Creek too, because I feel like the door guys there are like big and like they'll like fuck somebody up, you know? Like
Actually, this just happened. I'm like standing by the wall, most Kill Tonys.
yeah.
And there was someone I knew, and after the show, he came up and gave me a hug, but he
Okay.
reached too far, and he was a little drunk, but not
Oh,
like
okay.
bad.
Yeah.
He falls.
Oh no.
And the security guy immediately runs up and he's like, "Hey, Sarah, you need me to?" And I'm just like, "No, I know this guy. I think
Yeah.
he just kind of slipped." But they're
Yeah.
on it. You're very safe there.
That's great though.
Yeah.
Like
The
I
security
love
guys
that.
are so nice.
Yeah.
And good looking too.
I know. Yeah. And they like a lot of them are like fighters, right? Or like were fighters. I've always heard that though. People are like, oh, that's a fighter or this is that. And I don't know anything about fighting, but I'm like, that's cool that they like know how to do all that.
Yeah, no, it's
Like-
it's very impressive.
Yeah. So I saw your episode where I remember you were offered a job.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So that must have been like really cool. And also like I'm curious, like what is your job exactly?
Yeah, so I'm Tony's personal assistant.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so ultimately the job is just like whatever Tony wants me to do.
Nice. Okay.
So it can be very silly little things where it's just like, but it's important. It's like silly, but it's important. So it's like handling his dry cleaning, handling his coffee in the morning, making sure his transportation is going to take him from A to B.
Yeah.
Bookings, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Maybe getting meetings set up for him, things like that. And I'm kind of like more of a helping hand with Kill Tony.
Nice.
They're their own thing. They got their own thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm always around.
That's so
you
cool.
know, I love it. I have the best job on the planet.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I actually got to meet Tony once because our friend Doug invited us to go on a private jet. And I was really nervous because I was like, I hope like he likes me. But he was like the nicest guy ever. And he was like he's very funny just like all the time.
Yeah.
Like off the cuff. Like he had some hilarious like little zingers, and he's just really smart. You can tell like his brain is like always going, but like he was really cool. So I was happy that I think he liked me, I hope, but I had fun.
I think with Tony, if he doesn't like you.
He didn't seem like he didn't like me. So
you're
like,
gonna
I was
know
happy.
it.
Yeah.
So I think he liked you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, we played Uno in the private jet, and
Oh,
I think I
heck
actually
yeah.
owe him $20. So maybe before you leave, I'll give you a 20.
I'm gonna pocket that. He doesn't need that 20. I'm gonna go to McDonald's and go kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. That's so funny. Well, what do you eat McDonald's?
Oh no, I really was just saying that.
Okay.
Like sometimes if I'm in the mood, like maybe I'll stop by get fries, or maybe I'll get a McFlurry.
Yeah.
Very, very rare. But I'm not that makes it sound like I'm a healthy person. I'm not.
You seem healthy.
I've been trying to do the protein diet.
You have? Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
But man, it makes your
Oh.
poo-poos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Cause
Yeah.
I work, so I work with Aya, and so I'll poop. And for months now, she'll just, you have to. And so all the time she's like, Sarah, your poops smell like nothing.
Oh,
And
wow.
then once I started the protein diet, she was like, oh, that was awful.
Oh, that's so funny.
But I'm trying because, I think,
Yeah.
I want to, whatever, get healthier.
Yeah, and I feel like everyone has probably different like protein requirements based on how much like you work out and all the activities. I definitely don't get enough protein, I don't think. I used to count like how much protein,
You
what is
get
it,
so full
grams or
doing
whatever.
it. I think you have to get like your weight.
Yeah,
That
it's
many
so
grams.
hard, and I'm super lazy. I used to be way healthier, but I want to like. I feel like ever since I started comedy, I like kind of got less healthy, physically. Where I like don't really work out anymore. I want to start like working out more and like eating better, but I kind of like hyper focus on one thing, and then I let other things fall. So
You're killing it in
Thank you.
comedy, so it's paying off.
thanks. I wanted to do it for like since I was like 17 probably, and I just like
Wow.
it took me so long because I was just I'm very awkward and like shy, but I was like I went to therapy because my dad died, and I was like in therapy like talking to my therapist about like kind of like the things I missed with my dad being gone, and how I was like I always want to do comedy, and like I told my dad and he was supportive, but like I've never tried it and I never told anyone else. And then she was like, you should do it, there's an open mic at Creek in the Cave on Tuesday. And then I did, and then I like loved it, and I was like, thank you. And then she said I didn't need therapy anymore after a couple more sessions, so I was like,
Wait,
okay,
that's
cool.
a good therapist.
Yeah, because she's a Jungian therapist, so like their whole thing is like to try to get you out of therapy, but like not rush you, but like they don't want you to
No,
come
that's
forever.
great.
Yeah, so she like taught me a lot, and like I mean I probably could still use it, I might go back eventually, but she was like really cool and like supportive and everything, and she was like, let me know when your Netflix special comes out, like and
Dude,
I haven't I did the LMAOF things, but I haven't told her.
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell her right
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna tell
I
her what
know.
you did. Yeah.
And she like wouldn't judge me. I don't know why I'm like weird about it, but like I don't know. I haven't been back though, so but
Isn't okay, I think that's such okay. So
Yeah.
anytime people talk to me about comedy and stuff,
yeah.
usually more often than not, they're gonna say, I think I want to try it one day or whatever.
Yeah.
Like more than half the time, that's what people say. And what I automatically say is I'm like, try it ASAP.
Yeah.
You need to try because you got to get it out of your system.
Yeah.
And I'm like, try it 10 times. You're going to know if you want to do it or not after 10
Yeah.
times if you're in it for the long haul because we've married this thing, right? Like we're
Yeah.
very committed to it.
For sure.
It's almost like if you don't go like for a week, you feel like I didn't go to the gym for a week. I feel weird or whatever. Like my body
Yeah.
feels weird. Like we're committed. We're in this for the long haul.
Yeah.
And if you try it 10 times and you don't feel that way, then awesome. You're never going to live in regret.
For sure.
Because you were sitting on that since you were 17.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I like wanted to do it so bad. I like
Yeah.
didn't want to tell anyone, but like yeah, also like seeing my dad get cancer and die like rapidly like just kind of made me like aware that like I mean I always knew life was short, but I was like my dad lived a really full life and he like loved his job and like he I don't know, he kind of did all the things he wanted to do. So I was like
Oh,
I don't
heck
want to
yeah.
like you never know when you're going to die. So like I want to do what I want to do. And I always like thought that I would die and be like, what would it have been like if I would have tried? So I'm glad I finally tried. But then sometimes I'm like, I wish I would have done it when I was younger. But at the same time, I think it's good. Like, I think things happen when they're supposed to. So I'm happy that I finally did it. But I've lived in Austin for like 12 or 14 years.
Golly.
So yeah, like when like my dad died and then I haven't started doing comedy, like I know the comedy scene had changed a lot. So I didn't see like I would go to shows sometimes, but like I didn't see like what the old Austin comedy scene was like. I've only seen this one. So, and I haven't really done comedy anywhere else. So I'm very like in a bubble kind of. Yeah.
But no, I think I think your stuff translates to really
Yeah.
any state. Like how would it not?
Yeah,
don't
I think
know.
it would. I'm just like curious, I guess. I'm like, I would love to try a show like in another city and see like what it would be like and all that. Do you have any other cities you love doing comedy in that are like your favorites?
Well, that's the thing. I've only done comedy really in Texas,
Oh, really?
like for
Okay.
the most part. So, yeah, we're gonna do Kill Tony in New York,
Oh, cool.
City, Madison Square Garden, and I think I'm gonna be on a New York. Like, I'm just
Oh, cool.
itching to finally get that first real set
Yeah.
out of this state. Like,
That's
so
exciting.
I'm so excited about that. But I will say, okay, so you asked the original question. I would say, I really like San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
It's so fun to do comedy there. Have
Interesting.
you? Have you done it?
No,
Oh,
I
they would
haven't.
love you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
They're
done
just
it there.
fun. They're
Okay.
fun and like they're ready to laugh. You know, I think Austin is probably just a little too oversaturated with comedy. So it's
Yeah.
like it's to the point where it's just like, okay, you're really gonna have to wow me now, you know. And so
Yeah.
it's hard to make these people laugh. Not all the time, but you know,
Depending on like the
yeah.
day and the show and the vibe of the room. Like
100%.
yeah, that makes sense. And then I'm like, but I do think it's cool like to be around like so many comedians that are so good too. Cause I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I love watching comedy. I'm still so new that like I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like over it. Like I feel like a lot of comics who have been doing it longer, like I don't want to watch a stand-up showcase. I've watched enough, but I'm still very like, I want to watch them all.
Dude, okay, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'll still go to mothership shows and watch.
Yeah.
Like I there was one time I even just like sat. No, this was a few weeks ago. I just sat and watched the entire Mothership open mic,
Oh, that's so cool.
and I was like, I just love to watch it.
Yeah.
And I usually keep a notepad out, and I'll just like if something inspires me, I'll just write and I like ideas, and I'll have like 10 ideas at the end of it.
I love that.
It's really helpful, and
Yeah.
so yeah, it's like it because at the end of the day, it's like. You love comedy, right?
Yeah.
Like, so we enjoy watching it. We enjoy watching people and like, and being so impressed that you're like, how did they think of that? That's so,
Yeah.
and then getting to do that on stage as well. And then people saying that to us, how did I not think of that? It's so
Yeah.
exciting and fun.
It is so fun. Do you have like a favorite, like who are your favorite comedians or like who were your favorite comedians like growing up, I guess?
Yeah, that's always a hard question for me. Just because like I was so sheltered,
Okay.
yeah, very like Christian upbringing. I
Yeah.
would say though, I was probably more inspired by like TV shows.
Oh, okay.
Like I watched like I Love Lucy
Oh, cool.
on repeat, and she's like so funny on that show,
Yeah.
Lucille Ball. And then The Cosby Show, I know
Yeah, but
what-
it was
yeah.
a good show still.
So funny.
Yeah.
He's so funny. And then there were definitely other shows as well that were just very comedically inspiring to me.
Yeah.
There was a Christian comic that I watched that like he inspired me as well. He was so funny. Tim Hawkins.
Doesn't
Nobody
sound
really
familiar, but
knows
I might
him.
know him if I saw him. I'm bad with names.
Yeah, but he was a killer.
Really?
And
Okay.
he's still doing it. Sounds like he's dead. But no, but yeah, but like even though Christian comic, so funny. Because
Yeah.
sadly, whenever you say Christian, you just assume not funny. But
But
he
clean
really, yeah.
comics since can be like so funny. I feel like it's harder kind of to be a clean comic.
I think so, because then it's like you could so easily make the punchline something dirty, but then you're not allowed to. So then it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, so I agree with that. Angela Johnson is very funny as well. She's a Bonquiqui lady.
Oh.
She did the nails joke. Oh honey, you don't have your nails. Like she did that
Okay.
joke. But my favorite right now is Kelly Ryan.
Okay.
At the Comedy Store. She's a regular.
Okay, I'll have to check her out.
I only know about her because we did Kill Tony in LA, and so I got to
Oh.
just sit in the Comedy Store and just watch.
Oh, I
and
love that.
and then she goes up, and I was like, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
And she was talking about like one of her bits was about like a charcuterie board and how like she's like, I'm happy with my body type, but like I am a bit bigger, and my
Mhm.
skinny friends, if we're sharing one, I get the meats, I get the good stuff. And like the way she was just
Yeah.
like, it was so well written. And then I just see
Cool.
more clips of her, and I've just been putting her on my story just because I'm like, she's so good.
I love that.
Yeah.
Similar question, but in Austin, are there any like comedians that haven't really taken off yet, but you're like you think they're really funny and you think they will?
Okay, I think she is taking off, but I just can't help but like not talk about her because I
Mhm.
love her. So Liz Splat is
I
like
love her.
one of my favorites.
Me too.
Eh,
She's so good.
And in our if you looked at our DMs though, you would think that she's like that. Her and I hate each other. We
Oh,
are
really?
so mean to each other in the DMs. It's like we just
Right.
roast each other. But there's like there's some level of like respect that
Yeah.
that well, I definitely have for her. But like I think she still like kind of respects me, maybe a little smidge. But she is
Ah,
the funniest person,
She's so funny.
and then very underrated. No offense to her, I'm just saying like
Yeah.
Jordan Aguilar
Yes. Love
is
her.
so funny.
She is so
Dude,
funny.
she could say anything, and I'm just
Yeah.
dying.
Same. I love watching her and I love watching Liz. So I think we have
Yeah.
similar taste.
Okay, heck yeah.
I also love Colton Jones. I think he's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny. And then also I saw you guys did this like sketch and it was great. I think this guy's funny too. Augie.
Augie's so
What's his
funny.
last name? Right, I can't remember right now for some reason.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. I don't even know his last name, and
Does
he's
he
a
just
dear
go
friend.
by Augie?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Augie Lee is so funny.
Augie. That's
I
how
love
he
his
likes it
stuff.
to be said.
Oh, yeah?
Augie's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so I watched his Kill Tony and I was like, this guy's so weird. And I was
Yes.
like, but I like it.
I love it.
Yeah.
He does like the old school type, like almost slapstick thing. Is that like the thing I feel like when I saw him on Kill Tony, he was like, I walked into I don't want to steal his joke or like say it but he's already done it on TV. But
Yeah, he already did it on Kill Tony.
and I'm gonna butcher it, but it was like I walked on my girlfriend cheating me and I was like, hey, what's the big idea? Like, yeah.
And
It was
he's like
so
screaming.
good. Yeah, I love that.
If you can't tell, like all the people that I've talked about, they don't care what people think.
Yes.
They are just themselves and they're freaks.
I love that.
It's the best.
Yes.
Because whenever you can see, like, no offense, Phil, but whenever like the guy is just like so bro-y and a prick and just like thinks he's better than everybody else, it's like, it's the worst kind of, okay, Phil, that's not even you, but like, you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like that classic jock.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I can't relate with you. You're just talking about how hot your girlfriend is. It's not funny, man. Like,
yeah.
and I can't even see your eyes because you're wearing your hat over, like,
Yeah.
you're not cool. And also don't talk down to us. I hate comedy where people talk down to people.
I don't like that either because it's like, what's the point? Like we're trying to make people like laugh and like, why are you shitting on them? Like,
Yes.
it's like sad.
It doesn't work with me. I want to.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like people don't care about what you said to them. It's how you made them feel. If you make me feel bad in your comedy, I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that too. And then the guys that are like too cool, I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand that. I'm like, I feel like that's not my type of comedy, but I'm sure there's guys out there that are also like that like that. So that's the other thing too, is just I guess like finding your audience. And I don't know who my audience is, and I'm definitely like trying to figure things out still. But I do like some shows. I notice like the audiences that go to the show, I'm like, oh, I want them as my audience.
Wait, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll be like, this audience is cool, like because we got to do Optimum Noctis, and it was like a night that like Matt and Shane went up, so like it was like really packed, but the audience was so good. And I was like, can you guys just like become my audience too and like, come to my show and sell it out? But I don't know. I was so nervous. I did all my jokes, but then afterwards I cried because I was like, I could have done better.
Wait. Okay, so for your big natural show.
Yeah.
What kind of audience do you normally bring?
I'm trying to figure it out still. I think a lot of it depends on like if I'm marketing like a bigger name, I get their audience. And I like Timmy Novrakes' audience a lot. So
because they're weird and wacky and they're down for anything.
Yeah, they're just like happy to be there and excited and stuff. So I love that. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like how to market and like all of that type of thing, because there are so many shows in Austin that it's kind of hard to like be like, hey, come to this one, but so it's just kind of, I notice I sell more tickets if I market like the bigger name, so I'm trying to like keep doing that. But yeah, I don't know, it's very different every time, I guess, depending on like who I have on the lineup. But
then to go back to what you were just saying a second ago, you cried after your set because you didn't feel like you did well enough.
I could have done better. I knew I could have done better.
Yeah.
Like I did get or laughs, and like I didn't like forget anything, but I just felt like I could have had more energy, and when I watched it back, because I always try to like watch my sets because I want to get better.
Good for you.
And sometimes it's hard, but like I could just like hear a little bit of nervousness in my voice, and it like made me sad. But also, I don't know, I think it's like I am a nervous person, so I'm like, should I just like lean into that? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying.
So you were essentially sharing a stage with Matt and Shane.
Yeah, and that, and they, I was so like grateful, but I was like, I could have done better. So I'm like, I hope I can do it again one day.
Yeah. I think you're very self-aware, and you're just like the fact that like you have accomplished so much in so little time. And of course, it's not going to be like perfectly pleasant all along the way in your journey, but like you are aware of like you're killing it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm really hard on myself, where I'm like, I don't know.
I get it.
I have a very bad perfectionist thing where I'm like, it could always be better. But like, I do know that too. I am aware of where I'm at. I know I'm only like a little bit over a year. And so I'm like, I know it takes 10 years. So I'm just going to keep doing it. And I love it. Even if I don't have a good set, I'm like, I'm still happy I'm doing it because
You
I
and
thought I never would.
you've literally accomplished more than some comics that they could be doing it for 15 years and you've accomplished more than them.
Really?
And
Thank you.
yeah, oh, for real. It's like it's so cool if you really think about it. So it's like
Yeah.
it shows you like hard work and like, but you're bringing something new to the table. It's
Okay.
refreshing.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yeah, if you like, I don't think there's another Kait in the scene.
Okay.
Like someone not even really adjacent.
Really? That's cool.
I can't
Thanks.
think of anyone. Like
Same with you. You're very unique, and you're also
Thanks.
killing it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I think think of a Liz Splat. There's not really another Liz Splat.
That's true.
There's not another Jordan Aguilar.
That's true.
There's not another you or me. Like
Yeah.
we're all bringing some, but then you will see, and I'm never going to name names, but there are some people where you're like, you're literally just, you need to be yourself.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always interesting to me because I'm like,
Yeah.
that must take so much effort to try to do something that somebody's doing already. Like
Oh,
that
man.
would feel so weird to me where I'd be like, I don't know, because I just want to be myself.
Are you
and
guys
I'm
talking
like,
about that Timmy No Breaks guy?
Actually,
Well-
can I say something about him? Hopefully this isn't controversial. I don't think it should be.
Yeah.
I would hate to be a character.
You would?
I would
Yeah.
hate to do a character. I want to be myself. I want to express myself in my comedy.
Yeah, I think
want
he
to.
hates to be a character.
I legitimately, like, he's so successful and he's killing it right now and he's so funny. I've seen him do longer sets and stuff. So what I'm about to say doesn't take anything away
Yeah.
from that. I literally feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for him. I would hate to be in his position. I would
Really?
hate
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Can you imagine, like, you have to put on like an outfit every time, you have to have a certain voice every time, and you
Yeah.
can't just like express that's what comedy is, expressing yourself, and he can't with that character.
Yeah. People like want to put him in that box of like, you're that. But I feel
Yeah.
like he's so funny when he does his average white guy too. Like, which is just him.
I watched Tim Stiefler do so many open mics just as himself, and I was dying laughing.
Yeah, he's so funny.
He's so funny just in
Yeah.
general. So it's like, in a way, sometimes I hate that he has to be that character.
Yeah. And
I really
feel
hate
like,
it.
I feel like he will shed it eventually.
I hope
would
so.
imagine. But I feel like who else does that? Doesn't Adam Ray do that where he'll do characters sometimes?
But Adam gets to be himself.
But
I
he
saw
gets to be
I
himself,
saw him
yeah.
do a set just as himself. He does Mothership as himself sometimes. And
Yeah.
and then he's constantly changing the characters, because that'd be one thing.
Yeah.
Tim is just having to do Timmy No Breaks.
And he's got some other great characters. Have you ever seen Kev Sex?
I think I saw it one time at Banana Phone. It was hilarious.
I love Kev Sex. I'm
Yeah.
like, but some people hate it. And so he's like, I don't know if people are ready for Kev Sex. I was like, no, you should just do it. It's so
he's
funny.
Tim is the kind of guy that teaches you to like it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's so funny. We just watched do you ever watch Story Wars?
No.
I
I need to
watched-
watch it.
We subscribed to Gas Digital so we could watch his episode early because I think it comes out tomorrow. But we just watched that and Tony was on it, and he and Tony were so funny together. Tony was doing like because you go on Story Wars, it's like Big J and Luis Gomez, and they like there's like other people, they all like share stories privately with Alex, and then she'll like narrate the story and then they have to guess whose story it is.
Okay.
And Tony like took over her job, so he was narrating, and then Tim was like doing Timmy No Breaks, but still sharing like actual stories about himself. And it was so funny because like it really threw people off, because like it would be like an actual story that like happened, and so they wouldn't think it was him. I don't want to like say too much, but it was just a really funny
But yeah, that is
dynamic.
kind of weird to think about. Yeah, is this
Yeah.
a Timmy No Break story, or is this a Tim Stiefler?
Yeah, and Tim Stiefler is so funny. So like if you only know him as Timmy No Breaks, like check out his other stuff too. And then like when he does like his longer sets, he will go back in and out of the characters, and I do like that. I think it's so funny. He has this one joke about, I won't say it because I don't know if he's done it before, but it just about dating and age and stuff, and it literally had me dying. I was just like, he's a really good writer. I was just
Yeah.
like, damn, like how did you, like the way he like wove it together, I was just like, how did you do that? But because I'm very much kind of like set up and then like punchline.
Yeah.
And I'm not really like a story, like I want to, tell stories and stuff, but like I don't really do that yet. So every time I see somebody like doing different styles, I'm like, oh, I want to do that one day.
Well, yeah, like I'm so grateful for like a Casey Rocket because that showed like,
Yeah.
hey, you can be physical on stage. Look at this guy. He's doing this. So yeah,
Yes.
if I move a little bit, that's not that weird because Casey Rocket's doing this. Like
Yeah.
he's doing way more. And so then it's like, and then you want to improv a little bit on stage and it's like, that's kind of weird. I can't do that. I just need to do the classic joke. Oh, well, look at Timmy No Breaks. Look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like I wrote a little poem and it was addressed to any lady trying to steal my man.
Oh,
And I
love that.
just like recite the poem.
Yeah.
That has worked so much.
Oh, I love
And
that.
that was probably just an inspiration from something like a Timmy No Breaks. Just like
Yeah.
you could do whatever you want. This is comedy. Like
Yeah.
just try it. And so I'm so grateful for Casey Rocket, Timmy No Breaks, these kind of people that are just like pushing the art from it. I know that's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, do you know about this comic or this comic? I don't know about a lot of comics because like I said, I was like raised in a Christian sheltered home. So there's probably some people that are like, oh, but this comic did it way before Casey Rocket. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know about them. So I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that happens a lot where people will be like, and then a lot of times I also don't know, like, because I was kind of sheltered, like, because I just didn't have a lot of different channels. My dad would block a lot of channels, but I did have Comedy Central. So
That's
I'd, like,
crazy.
see, like, yeah, but he, like, it was funny. He was very, like, strict. We were, like, Christian, not, like, super religious or anything, but, like, we prayed before, like, we ate and like prayed before we went to bed or whatever. But yeah, he would not let me have MTV because one time he came home from work and I had like a music video on. I think it was like The Offspring, Give It to Me Baby, where like girls are like wearing bikinis and like dancing. And then I was like I was like a little kid like standing in front of my TV dancing.
gosh.
And then I went to watch it the next day. It was blocked. I was like, no. So but yeah, Comedy Central was like there. So I like watched a lot of like Dave Chappelle and like kind of like the popular comedians at that time. And my dad was very like, I don't know, he was like, you shouldn't be watching that. I'd watch Chappelle show and he'd be like, you're too young, you shouldn't be watching that. And then as I got older, we would like watch it together.
Oh, that's aw.
And like South Park too. That was another thing. I was like way too young watching that with my neighbor. And my dad found out I was watching it when I was probably like 6. And he was like, you should not be watching. You can't watch that. That's for adults. And then I think by middle school, he was like, okay, we can watch it.
That's so sweet.
Because we just like had the same sense of humor. Like we thought the same stuff was funny. And so he kind of like, he introduced me to like George Carlin and like different things like that. So, but yeah, I would imagine like if you grow up really sheltered, you wouldn't see like a lot of those types of things. And then
for sure,
you have to like kind of just find things based on like maybe those parameters. Like how did you find comedy? Like the internet? Like
Yeah.
did you have the internet?
Yeah. Well, I even remember. Do you remember like I don't have Snapchat anymore, but they used to have like those like Comedy Central would have stuff on Snapchat. So I actually saw a lot of comedy like on there, but it was just little snippets.
Yeah.
But it was still cool to see it, and yeah, it always. You know, I don't know how you guys felt, but I always felt like it looked like so easy, so effortless.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this looks so fun. You're just like talking and everyone's laughing and you look so cool. And
yeah.
but then of course you try it out and then you bomb a lot and you're like, I feel so embarrassed. I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah, I get that. I know sometimes I'll like just say something and it bombs. I'm like, well, that sucks.
I don't know about you. Like anytime I try to riff at the beginning of my set, it usually doesn't go well. I've actually been learning to just like stop doing that.
That's the same for me. I noticed that recently where I was like, I gotta like get him to laugh a couple times maybe before I do that. Or if I don't do a ton of crowd work because I get scared and I'm like, I'm scared of the unknown.
It's so scary, right?
Yeah.
But really, isn't it just like conversation with people? And it's like, we do that all the time.
Yeah.
But then it's like, it's hard to translate it on stage. And it's like, where do you work? Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like,
like,
I get like, I'm too in my head maybe.
Oh,
I'm like,
totally. Yeah.
I'm like, what if I don't think of something like while I'm trying to think of something? You know?
Yeah.
So, but I was talking to Rebecca about that because I was like, I need to like get better at crowd work. Because one show I was on, this lady was like talking to me my whole set. Like not the whole, they ended up like telling her to shut up. But for a lot of the set, she was like trying to have a conversation, and that does happen sometimes where they're not really heckling, but they just like think I'm gonna talk to them, and I'm like, no, I don't do crowd work. But she was like, I was like, how do I get better at that? And she's like, you should try an improv class. So I like tried improv at Cold Town, and it went good. I did like an 8-week course, and I liked it a lot. But like everybody in my class was like really normal, so I was like the fucked up one.
Wait, there were normal people in an improv class?
Yeah, like they just had normal jobs, like they had families, and like they were all really nice. But we had to like there was this thing where you had to do like a monologue about a word. So like somebody would say a word, and then the whole group would like be standing up there, and then we would have to like whoever had a story about whatever word it was would have to go up, do a monologue, and then like we would do 3 sketches kind of like after that.
Huh.
And so a lot of times like I'd go up and like tell a story and it would just be like really fucked up, and then everybody would just kind of look at me. And then at the end of class we'd like give each other like everyone had to go, this I hate so much, I don't know why, but like we had to go in the middle, and then we would circle around whoever's in the middle and like give them compliments. And when it was my turn, like everybody was like, I like how dark and twisted you are. I was just like,
Wait, that's awkward.
I was like, I'm really not, like I'm actually like not that crazy for a comic, I feel, but I don't know, for like regular people maybe I am, but it was funny. I was like, I'm a badass.
You're like, yeah.
I did kind of like it, but it was like, I don't know. I think it'd be fun to do improv with like comedians that you like, because then it's like,
Oh, that would be fun.
it's like, and not that I didn't like anybody in my class. It was just we didn't really have like the same vibe, maybe a lot of us. So
yeah, I
don't
always
know.
say like I wouldn't mind doing improv, but you know I want to keep my friends, you know. So it's
Yeah.
just like it's like
I get that. Yeah, and I do like a lot of show, like I like Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I think a
Oh
lot of
my
that
gosh,
is
that show's so
improv
funny.
and stuff. So I don't know, I'm like, but haven't been practicing it, and I need to like figure out a way to like combine like my crowd work with like the improv skills I have. So
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe one day that'll happen. So I'm just trying to get better, and like I want to be less scared of crowd work, but because I feel like a lot of people expect that because of the internet.
Yep,
And like the clips
yep.
that go viral that are like improv or crowd work.
They want to be a part of the show now, it seems like.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no. Like,
Yeah, it's
like,
no, that's a tough thing. Okay, let me
Yeah.
ask you about this because it's been on my mind a
Yeah.
lot. When you invite normal friends to your shows and maybe you don't like kill,
Yeah.
what kind of feedback do you get from these friends?
That's a good question. I don't have a ton of friends. But Phil
Nice,
does.
Phil.
Yeah, Phil
Nice.
does. And I feel like your friends are always nice about it, even if we don't kill. Like they'll be like, I thought it was funny, but maybe they're just being nice.
I always kill, like especially if like
Yeah.
my friends
Yeah.
are there. I always crush.
Yeah. And
So I don't know.
sometimes
I have
don't.
no idea. My friends are always just like, "How do you do that?"
What do your friends say?
Okay, well, I recently had a very terrible experience.
Really?
So I was I got like a charity spot at the mothership. Like it was one of those like I shouldn't have gotten it, but the guy was just being nice.
No, you're so
And
funny.
so, oh, well, I appreciate it. But yeah, I invite my friends, and then they come and they watch me. I didn't realize that I was going to get such a long set.
Oh.
And it didn't go very well because, like, it's not like I bombed, but you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Like, I didn't bomb, but I didn't kill.
Okay.
I got laughs, but it wasn't like I didn't bring my best.
Okay.
And so after the fact, you know, I'm like, I see these friends. I'm like, hey guys, you know, and
Yeah.
they're just like barely saying anything.
Oh no.
And then they're like, I was like, yeah, you gave me 15 minutes. And they're like, wow, that was a really long time. And they keep saying that. And they're like, when you talk to the crowd, that was kind of funny. Because I had a little moment with the crowd.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, they're like, yeah, that was long.
Yeah.
They kept saying, like, that's all they would say. And then
Oh no.
I talked to her a little bit after the fact. And then she was like, yeah, that was, you know, like, yeah. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then I even saw her again, and she was in front of other friends that I have. And then she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, 15 minutes was obscene. That was crazy. And I was just like, I'm never inviting you again to
Yeah.
a show. It's called a sandwich.
Yeah.
You give a compliment, you give some honesty, and then you give another compliment.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I know I didn't kill, but you can't even just like remember one joke that you liked or
Yeah,
anything.
What the fuck? Sorry.
Like, I just, no, like,
I
but
swear a lot.
it was just, it really bothered me. And
Yeah.
and I was like, am I just like such a weak baby that I can't take any honest criticism?
Well, it's your friends too, so you like want to like make that, you want them to like give you good feedback and everything. So I get that. Like
I also
I
like,
don't know.
I didn't like, I've been saying to my friends, I'm like 3.5 years in.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional, so keep your expectations low. Like, I come
Yeah.
in saying that kind of stuff. I'm not like trying to be like, I'm the biggest, baddest thing you've ever seen. Like, you're gonna die laughing the whole time. Like, that'd be so stupid, right?
Yeah.
So-
Were they all women? All your friends you brought?
No, it was a couple.
Oh, couple? Okay. This is not sexist, but it sounds it maybe. But I've noticed this one thing, and maybe I don't know if you have too, but if you've ever, I guess it's not really about friends, but if you ever see somebody in public and then they ask you what you do and you say you're a comedian, and do they ever like have a weird reaction?
Oh, for sure. Sometimes they act like confused or just like, yeah.
I notice like a lot of times if a man asks me what I do and I say comedy, they ask me to tell a joke and I'm like, no. And then if a woman asks me what I do and I don't know them, a lot of times they'll be like, why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? And I'm like, it's interesting that like this reaction is so common for both genders. Like the men are like, tell me a joke. And then the women are like, why? So I feel like it's just kind of one of those things where I'm like, I usually don't tell people anymore. And I'm just like,
That's
just
probably
kind
a
of like,
smart move.
yeah, I just try to like avoid it. And I'm like,
Kate, do you know when your spot at Creek is?
it's at 8. We should probably
It's
wrap up.
7:40.
Oh my gosh.
Shit. Okay, I gotta go.
Okay.
Well, do you have anything you want to plug?
Follow me on Instagram, sarah.e.sloan. My stories are always popping. But yeah, thank you so much for letting me be on this podcast. It's been so fun. Thank you.
It was so much fun. Follow me on Instagram too and come to Big Naturals July 31st and today PM every first and third Wednesday at Creek in the Cave. Thank you guys.